This is still Midday Live on TV3. Some very good news coming in for pensioners because the Social Security National Insurance Trust, that's SSNIT, has increased pension benefits of pensioners. The current minimum pension for pensioners on from SSNIT now is some 276 Ghana cedis. And would want to find out really what that means. Certainly, point number one, it is good news. But then what does that really mean? And we have been joined in studio by the head of corporate affairs for the SSNIT, Madam Eva Amegashi. Good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so if someone is listening, watching now and is a pensioner, this is certainly good news, but then what does that translate into? What does it mean?
By Section 80 of the National Pensions Act, SSNIT is obliged to increase the pension annually. And this year we have increased it by 18%. And the 18% is broken into two parts. There's a flat rate of 15%. That is, if you were earning about 100 Ghana cedis as at December 2017, December 2016 is going to go up by 15%.
Okay.
In addition to a flat amount of 17 Ghana cedis, 41 pesos. Okay. So you get the percentage increase, then you get a flat amount in addition.
Oh.
So those who were on the minimum pension of 276 as at December 2016, they are now going to receive 334 Ghana cedis, 81 pesos as their monthly pension. Okay. Then if you're a new entrant, you are now going to start collecting your pension as in January 2017. You are going to receive 276 Ghana cedis as your monthly pension.
Why the difference? There are those who are asking that if I'm yet to begin, why don't I also start from the 334.81?
I think it wouldn't be fair that somebody who has been on that, then you have just come in, then yes,
equal pay.
Equal pay. And we work out, you are now coming. So for the beginning of the year, we have fixed an amount for the new entrants. So as you graduate till December, you also see that now you are 1 year old in the pension roll,
okay,
on the pension roll. So your pension will change come 2018.
So does that mean that it is the increment depends on how long you have been on pension? For those who are earning a certain amount, if you've been on pension for a year, 2 years, 3 years, your amount certainly be different from someone who is who is about starting.
Exactly, because your starting point does not remain constant. Every year it goes up. It might even interest you to know that the range is between 276 and 29,000 cedis 700 as the highest pension earner.
Yeah.
And we always try to encourage people that it's mainly based on your earnings.
Okay.
So if you don't record the appropriate earning, or you hide some of your earnings, or you connive with your employer to hide your earnings, or you collect all your earnings in allowances and your basic salary is low, obviously when you go up, when you go on pension, it's going to affect the pension.
The calculation is done on your basic salary.
Your basic salary.
Basic salary.
Yes.
Okay. And when is this taking effect?
In January 2017.
So this particular month.
This particular month. And the pensioners receive their pension the third Thursday of every month. So come the third Thursday of January 2017, they receive their pensions, those who are on pension.
Okay, there has been the concern of persons who have not registered biometrically, and this issue there has been a back and forth where some people come up to say that they have not received their pensions, and then you ask them, the issue would have to do with database and they not being properly captured. What is the concern here, and how is the biometric registration crucial to the entire pension process?
The biometric registry is very crucial because it involves picture, your signature, your fingerprints, and it says a lot about you. So you put in the card into any of our biometric terminals, and you see that there are so many functions that you can handle if you have the smart card. If you don't have it, it means always face to face. You have to go to the branch to have interaction with SSNIT. But you have the card, you go to the terminal, and you can do so many things. But for pensioners, because they're already on pension, sometimes they think that is superfluous going to get re-registered, but it is important. It helps us to identify them. It helps them to have access to our portal, to attempt so many things they can do, and it helps us to also know where they are and whether they are alive or not. But it's good so that when you have a problem, like you want to change your bank account or something, if you're a pensioner, with a smart card, you can work anywhere. You don't have necessarily have to come to any of our 50 branches.
My father is a pensioner, and sometime back he was in Accra, but had to leave quickly to his station, quote unquote, because he said that there's a list they have to collate to be sure of those who are still alive and all of that. In this scenario, if he's registered biometrically, does he necessarily have to still be at his base before he can access the funds, or like you said, anywhere?
I'm happy with your question, because it means that if he has a biometric card, he can go to any of the terminals, put the card in, and we will know that he is still around. You don't necessarily have to. If you don't have it, it means that you have to go to the nearest branch. And our branches are scattered in all over the country. We even have day offices where we open only on market days so that we can have access to our customers.
And can someone use another person's card?
You can't. It won't identify you because it's your fingerprint. Because even when you slot in your card, you put a finger there, and it won't recognize it. And you know that uniquely, everybody's thumbprint is unique. So you cannot have two people having the same thumbprint.
That is why it is important to have the biometric.
It's really important, even for pensioners.
Okay. All right. We'll have to leave it here for now. Thank you very much for at least giving us some very good news for the new year. Madam Eva Megashi is the Corporate Affairs Manager for the Social Security and National Insurance Trust.